It really doesn't. But okay.
All right, we're live.
It does. Ellie Smith is better.
No, it doesn't.
Because you can't say penis.
Ellie Smith is better.
He's not.
It's so easy to.
Not a fan.
That is such a loser opinion you have.
I don't really like his voice.
That is just disappointing. Very disappointing.
Damn.
Is that the Jeff Buckley issue too?
I don't know what that means.
No. I mean, I don't think Jeff Buckley's some amazing singer. I think he's alright. He's better than Elliott Smith.
Better than a lot of singers I've heard.
I listened to a couple songs of that album. I was like,
Wow,
I mean, it's alright.
this guy is one of the best singers I've ever heard.
Where is it? Based off of what? He doesn't even
His
do much
ability.
with his voice.
He's so dynamic.
Dynamic. No getting deep with
He's
it.
just, he
He
doesn't
is so
do-
much versatile. You gonna start that jam?
I am, but I'm trying to get the fucking chat to load up first. I can't. Keeps saying something went wrong every time I do it. Guess I'll have to actually. Go to the real one.
Yep.
I usually just use YouTube Studio, but fuck it. Mount Eerie dropped. Who is Elliot better than? What's happening here? It's a lot of questions there, Hugo. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh,
I didn't even know we were live.
I said we were live. You were arguing about something I don't care about. There you go.
Who's Ellie Smith better than?
No.
Mount Eerie.
No. Oh, Lord. No, he's not.
Okay.
Not at all.
We do
I'm
not
talking
care.
about Mount Eerie.
Yeah, I understand what you said. You said Elliott Smith is better than Mount Eerie. It's just
Yes.
ridiculous.
Not the microphones.
Even
Even though I think that too.
I would take the one Mount Eerie album over fucking Elliott Smith's discography. I don't think. Ew.
What a loser opinion.
Wow.
And it's still just the one guy. It's just a different name.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's more than one
Are we
person.
are we ready to do this shit?
I think they're studio musicians.
Are you guys done?
No.
Maybe.
Okay. So we're ready to do
Probably
this shit.
not.
All right. I'm gonna let you guys take the lead on this one because I don't know shit about this. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. We are here with another album review. Today, we have an album that I pretty much have no clue about, nor do I have any clue about this artist. So this will be a first for me. But these two seem to know a lot about it. This album is called Night Palace by an artist called Mount Eerie. Yeah, I'm gonna let one of these two take over because I literally know nothing about this. I don't know anything about this genre, this artist, or this album. So, whoever wants to take it, take it. I know nothing.
You go, Cole, since you're in love with him so much.
Oh, he's one of many of my baby boys. Matt Eerie is the stage name for the artist, singer-songwriter Phil Elverum, who started off in the late 90s, early 2000s, making music under the name The Microphones, and then, dropped a couple certified hood indie folk classics.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Most significantly, The Glow Part 2 is what he's most known for. Then around the mid-2000s, he released an album under the night, when he was still going by the name The Microphones, he released an album called Mount Eerie. And then, I don't really know why, but he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna change my stage name to Mount Eerie, and then start making music under the name Mount Eerie. which is just the name of the album that he made. Whatever.
So he
And
switched
then
from the microphones to Mount Eerie.
Yeah, after making an album called Mount Eerie.
Ah.
Great album. And yeah, he's been doing that since 2005.
Okay. Now, I did not realize this is the guy for the microphones because I have heard an album by the microphones.
I don't think you ever finished that album.
The Glow Part 2, correct?
Yeah.
I do believe I have. So I have heard that. It's a pretty good album. I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty good. But Noah.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
This is the Glow Part 2, and you and Cole have very differing opinions about that album versus another one that sounds very similar to it. You have heard this Mount Eerie album, correct?
Yeah.
Is Mount Eerie artist that you enjoy?
Yeah. I enjoy him.
Okay. So I'm pretty much the only one going into this completely blind. So this will be a first for me. I really don't know what to expect. I've heard indie folk before, but it's never been my favorite genre. So I'm gonna be pretty new to this, and it's quite a long album, hour and 21 minutes long. So we're gonna try to make our reviews of the songs a little bit quicker. We're not gonna let's not take too much time on it. Just kind of give like a 1-sentence description and a rating, and then we'll move forward because this one's going to be a longer one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the intro. Let's get into it. Night Palace, title track. Wow, he's got a creepy looking face.
Bill Elbrum has a creepy face.
Yep.
He's like the sweetest looking dude I've ever
Right?
seen.
Right?
He's like the most wholesome looking guy. Him and like Robin Pecknold are just like, I just want to give him a hug.
This is aggressively static sound.
So rad.
A Crow Looked at Me is pretty dang good though.
It is.
A Crow Looked at Me is a devastatingly sad album.
I have absolutely no idea what that is. We are entering a genre I know extremely little about.
I might like that album more than the Glow Part 2.
The face he
What?
just made. Just devastation. Wow.
Glow Part 2 is like quite possibly in my top 10 favorite albums of all time.
Okay. Cool.
This is
the top 2 Mount Eerie albums.
He got so mad at me when I trashed Elliott Smith.
This is
so reminiscent of early microphones. I love it.
This is so okay.
I don't get what's folk about this at all.
Well, this is more. I mean, he also does like noise rock and stuff sometimes.
I was about to say this isn't indie either. This is more on the post rock, noise rock,
this is
industrial
definitely-
rock genre.
It's not 100%. It's not industrial rock at all.
Not yet, but I can see it going that way.
Definitely indie. I mean, this album specifically is listed as slacker rock, avant folk.
Avant folk. Christ.
Avant-garde folk music.
Yep.
If you wanted to call it.
Okay. This is gonna be a long album for me. A very long album for me.
You wanted it.
I wanted to get it over with. Sick of hearing you fuckers talk
I didn't even
about it.
anticipate
We
us
don't talk
doing
about
it.
it.
I didn't even think we were gonna
When
do
this
this.
album was coming out, you know it specifically said we gotta do Mount Eerie. We gotta do Mount Eerie. We gotta do Mount Eerie.
Yeah, and we didn't do it within like 2 weeks of it coming out, so I thought we wouldn't do it.
Well, it's got quite a lot
just
of.
didn't think
It's
it
got
would do
quite a lot
anything.
of ratings on Rate Your Music, like over 6,000, which is a lot for an indie album, especially a new indie album.
He's the guy that made the Glow Part 2.
I understand that. That's why I was willing to entertain it. But this sounds nothing like the Glow Part 2 whatsoever.
This sounds so much like the Glow Part 2.
We remember that
Crazy.
album very differently.
Yeah, I only listen to it all the fucking time. I wouldn't know. I listened to it today. What would I know?
Better produced Glow Part 2.
Not really.
Yeah, really. Better recorded Glow Part 2. It just sounds better recording wise.
I guess it's not nearly as well written, but well, that's pretty close.
Or there isn't much going on right now. It was just, you know, loud.
Oh, that's the song. Okay. All right. Night Palace title track. Like I said, this is going to take a little bit longer due to the length of this album, so let's not take too long on each song. Plus, you two have already heard this album, so that gives us the benefit. We'll start with Cole.
Super cool intro to this album. I just love the layers upon layers upon layers of distortion, and it, you know, I always know that Phil's gonna bring some great lyricism and some nice melody to it because that's just what he does. Yeah, I really like this song a lot. I give it like an 8.5.
I say one sentence. Cole does 4. It's fine. Noah.
I enjoy it. Not as much as Cole. A little long. 6.5.
6.5. Not my shit. Not what genre is this again? Post rock?
I mean, that was
Oh my
more
God.
like indie rock.
Okay, well, that genre, not a fan. 5.
I need to grab a fucking energy drink for this album. Oh my god.
All right, up next we have Huge Fire. I'm a Brio. I still haven't listened to the album. I've only heard the song. Well, that's what we're here for.
Alrighty.
Strap in. It's a long one. What the fuck are you mouthing?
I was talking to Hugo.
Oh.
Server. I gave him a little insight.
Yeah, I guess he's not a very... He looks like a pretty chill dude, I guess.
He is so fucking good at writing vocal melodies.
I heard singing at twilight, trailed by belongings, I crawled forward into the clear.
Oh, you meant the Glow Part 2. Ah. Well, it's on our subscriber goals
I could
list.
never recommend it enough.
It's on the sub goal list, man.
Amazing.
We'll get there soon.
I'd recommend Aeroplane first.
I'd recommend the Glow Part 2.
I recommend both.
I mean, you can
Just listen to them at the same
Airplane
time.
some point.
Just have one ear Glow, one ear Airplane. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow. I don't know. That would be fucking awful. You have one guy screaming in your ear and the other guy whining in your ear.
Flames and smoke, this is my life. Now I've lived long enough to know
I am so gonna
He
get
gets
trashed
so
by
weird
indie
with the
fans.
drum tones. I love it.
stronger than the blow. The whipping
Oh,
The Glow reference.
The Glow
I remember
reference.
hearing that.
Okay.
in the sky,
He's gleaming.
breath only very rarely song.
Yeah, that track was a little long.
You were singing in twilight, with your fingers moving. I'd heard the same song.
Well, Genius.com says he actually said blow, not glow.
Well, fuck you.
Oh, I don't know what you trust in Genius.com.
I walked
They're considered the best lyric website.
at my back.
Is Phil's shirt off yet? Let's take a look, Alex. Let's take a... Nope, still on. Shucks.
His shirt, his shirt's back on.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. I didn't know this guy was reputable for taking his shirt off, but not yet.
Yeah.
You take your shirt off in the yard.
I took my shirt off. You sound like
Wow.
a Midwest emo singer when he comes into that.
Except good.
All right, that was huge
A
fire.
little shaky.
I'll start out. I'm so far not intrigued at all. Yeah. I want to give more of an explanation as to why I'm not intrigued, but I don't want to take an hour for each song. I don't like the static sound he has so far. I'm not liking that. You know, I feel like this whole album's gonna be like that. So I'll give it a slight bump to a 5.5. Noah.
It's a cool song right here. Purdy. Very purdy progressions. Cool drum sounds. I agree, Cole. Yeah, it's a great song. And I'm a fan of how it transitions with pure noise. I'll give that an 8.
8 from Noah. Cole.
Yeah, probably like it even more than the title track. A really great groove to it. Love how weird he gets with his drum sounds, and I mean, I love how he gets weird with every fucking sound. This man can do no wrong. Yeah, great lyrics, great melody, great production, super unique. 8.5 to a 9.
8.5 to a 9. All
You
right.
can't do wrong.
Next up, we have breaths, whatever the fuck. Hey man, American football is great, not the sport though. I'm so what?
There's a band called American Football.
Hey,
There's
oh,
some
it'd be somebody new.
indie bands.
Midwest emo.
Yeah,
All
Midwest emo. I don't really get it. I don't get the appeal.
I have not listened to them because I'm afraid I'll like it.
You're afraid you'll like it. Do you
Yeah.
hear how retarded that sounds?
He doesn't want to make something that's
I don't like something.
I
I
listened to
don't wanna
Grace because I
like
was afraid I'd
something.
like it. It's some shit
How
like
dare you like
15-year-old girls
something?
would listen to.
Wow. It's almost like you have songs in your playlist that 15-year-old girls enjoy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, why do I like this? But I like it regardless.
All right. Here we go. What the fuck are we doing here? This is some post-rock
This is so
bullshit.
cool. This is avant folk right here.
Avant folk. Holy fuck, do you know how much of a nerd he's on right now?
What do you want
what
me
it
to
is.
call it? That's what it is. It's avant-garde folk music.
Okay.
Borderline experimental folk right here. This sounds like it would be in the soundtrack to The Lighthouse.
It sounds like fucking F sharp, A sharp.
The shirt.
I fail to
off.
see how that's a bad thing.
I stopped
That
my
is a pretty good
work
thing.
for a second.
But it's a lot less interesting so far.
And in a little space
Last song was an 8. Eh?
Yeah, that
I
shirt
see
is
we
off
have
right
some
now.
indie folk.
He's
bands.
locked in.
The guitar just hanging like that. It's
buried
awesome.
away in the basement of my life. I go downstairs in the dark, cold in the face, incomprehension between each breath I breathe out. There's a little moment of death. Everything hangs
Fucking drums.
and I draw air in.
Booming.
Boom.
Sounds like you recorded it through a cam.
It really does. That's not a good thing.
Okay, it fits the song.
It makes it work.
So, like, it sounds like he's
No,
punching
this,
the drum.
this. Whoops,
This is so
my
cool.
fault.
This constant coming back
I'll
to
listen
life.
to Black Parade and Echoes back to back. I don't care. What am I? Black Parade. What is Black Parade?
What do you mean?
The emo rock album.
I listened to a My Chemical Romance album
Oh
all
God.
the way through for the first time a couple days ago.
What the fuck? All right, here's doing. This is post rock now.
Yeah, I don't listen to this on full volume. 'Cause I'm scared.
Hardcore
I'm
rock.
scared. Oh, whoops. Okay, chill, bro. I'm sorry. I misclicked. God damn.
Oh no,
I'm
he's shirts off.
so sorry. I misclicked. You don't have to go autistic on me.
Oh, Phil.
All right, Jesus. Noah, you're up. Breaths, breeze, whatever the hell.
As a song, I really don't care about it. For like an album, though, it's cool. I enjoy it. It's got this dissonance to it. It's a little freaky. I fuck with it. I'll give it 6.
To follow your path you started with, replayability of 0. I would never listen to this song outside of this album, and I would probably never listen to this album by itself the way it's starting, though I will not judge the whole album yet. So far, I'm not into it. This one, not fan. Don't like the way it's set up at all. 3. Cole.
Really cool.
Yeah, I figured this
You're
is
all
just,
like an 8.
Yeah, you're just a blowhard for
Really
this
cool.
fucking post-rock, industrial rock, avant-folk.
It's not industrial. You don't even know what
Whoops, I skipped a song.
post-industrial means.
Swallowed Alive. There it is. Autism.
The shirt is off. Glowing. Right.
There's 3 lines on this. There you guys go. Fuck. 7.5. Wow. What was your takeaway, Noah? Also, which album was it? I think he's talking about My Chemical Romance.
I mean, look.
This is
It's hard to focus.
fucking
when
awful.
Phil is screeching.
This is awful.
The album was 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. It was not bad. I thought I'd fucking hate it. Not bad. It was like a 7.5. It's okay. We're gonna rate these 50-second songs.
Yup.
Okay.
Swallowed Alive. Let me make mine quick. 0.
Okay.
Go next.
I got it. I enjoy this. This offers a lot of comedic value to me through an album listening experience of listening to Phil screech with these drums. The entire thing exploding.
It's 50 seconds. Move on.
Yeah, 7. Enjoyable.
Delusional. Cole.
7.
50 more seconds. My Canopy.
Look at Alex posted in podcast. Fucking Morrissey. I love the video of Morrissey rip. That shirt was like pre-ripped at the bottom, so he could rip it easier.
This is already 1000x the previous song.
Man.
Boy, there's only one genre I am finding I dislike more than this that I've heard.
You too, Phil.
Love you too, Phil.
Oh, that was it. I forgot it's only 50 seconds.
That was so pretty.
All right, My Canopy.
Yeah.
Cole.
I mean, I wish there was more there, but that was nice. That was cool. You know, I don't really know what that was, but it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, the
7.
soothing 50 seconds right there. 7. Wow, that's incredible. Noah.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling cold, but a little stronger. I'm feeling an 8. Also, I call first on next song.
That wasn't very long, but it was okay. A 5. I am getting more and more disheartened the further we go. Broom of Wind.
I call first.
Oh, an
Oh,
actual
yeah.
melody. Okay.
I love this song. Freaky little chords.
My God, this might be the first real melody we've had.
I don't think there's a bot in that channel, Noah.
Huh?
I don't think
It
there's
is?
a bot in that channel.
Yeah, I use the other channel.
Oh, you really been cranking this one.
I fucking love this song. guitar that he uses. Glorious.
I don't like that. That was very
I love
off tune. I know that shit's intentional, but that doesn't make it good.
I love that you say off tune, like you can tell when a guitar.
When
is
it
in
sounds
tune.
bad, it's
That
off.
doesn't mean it's not in
Okay.
tune. That's not what that means at all.
Well, Cole, it sounded bad,
All right,
so I don't
Sounded
like it.
way
Beautiful.
to be accurate.
Yeah, the sound was great.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That
just-
was Broom of Wind, another very short song at 1:39. Going through a bit of a mid-album shorties here before we hit the depth of the album at the end. But let's start with Noah. You want to start?
Yeah. Out of every song on this album, this is the one I wish was a longer. Very good song. I'm feeling a 9. That's a fucking banger. That's a bopper.
Okay, cool.
Pretty song, cool song. Feel more like an 8 though.
I like the melody. First song we'll give a 7 to on this album. Very, very much like the melody on that one. I think that was the first real melody we had. Up next we have I Walk. Banger incoming.
Yep.
Okay, we got some agreeals here from Noah and Cole. I give that an 8. All right, well, you guys seem to be big fans of this genre. Boy, I just know that if we get the indie people to catch on to this review, I'm gonna get fucking whipped.
Be better.
I'm sorry I don't like your fucking genre. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
you-
you.
You'd rather listen to your lyrical miracles.
I really would.
These are my instrumental miracles.
The lyrics are awesome.
My God! Why does it sound so good?
Okay.
The expectations, the cities of never stopping thoughts. So I just don't walk, dragging through stone, piled alive with associations since old time trails. Crawls through all those hints slipping behind me back into the mist. I walk until it's all falling away.
You know, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion. I am not a fan of spoken word music.
There's a pause.
This isn't spoken word he's singing.
There's quite a lot of spoken word in this.
And I look up.
For example, that was not singing right there.
Yes, it was.
It went, and I look up.
He didn't.
Sir, there was zero melody singing to that last line at all.
It was.
You're delusional. Alright, another hot take. His humming is the best part of this song by far.
The melody is the best part of the song.
That with Endu singing, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
Doesn't sound like singing to me.
Let me do something real quick.
That was pretty cool. Oh, Cole, you can't do that, bro. You've messed up the whole.
Yeah,
You messed up the whole
was gonna
webcam
happen.
system.
Yep, that's
Now
why.
that
That's
video
why I
gets-
just put the
yeah.
little flap down when I went.
There you go.
How does that mess anything?
Because I have it. I have OBS.
You know,
set-
I don't care.
Okay.
There he goes.
Fair enough. All
Okay,
right,
I'll
that
stop.
was "I Walk." Very interesting little song there. No, let's start with you.
Great song. Since it's a longer song, I'm gonna talk a little more about it. And Cole's on you.
Fair enough.
The tones were immaculate. The guitar tones were beautiful. Whether it just be a little acoustic guitar at the start, playing some pretty chords, or that heavier, chunkier tone that comes in near the end of the song. The melodies are great. He sounds great. This is a 9.
Woo. So this is the first song I've actually liked on the album so far. I pretty much agree with everything Noah said. Not to the same extent because I don't love the instrumental type, I guess would be the genre, instrumental genre that is being played here. I'm not a huge fan of it. It just doesn't grasp me as deep as it does you guys and others apparently. But everything was very peaceful. Everything was very melodic. It was a very beautiful sounding song. I'll give it a 7.5. Cole.
Beautiful melody. The instrumental that ended the song, fan-fucking-tastic. Great lyrics, just great songwriting all around. 9 to a 9.5.
Woo! God damn. And Hugo with a 9 as well. You guys are fans of this shit. Soft Air, in parentheses. Seriously though, why does so many indie bands sing in that manner? Dude, you guys answer that one. I don't fucking know. I don't like it at all.
It's just the style.
Yeah.
What the shit is
Why not
that?
listen to it with full volume?
Oh my god, stream, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me turn that down a bit. Ah, fuck it. It's not that loud. They're just holding that, apparently. Wow.
Why not?
You know what this sounds like, Cole? Blade Runner.
What?
The end of Blade
Super Blade
Runner.
Runner.
God.
Okay.
Jesus. You don't hear Blade Runner in that? The end of Blade Runner?
I heard it a little bit.
I mean, maybe like very
Okay.
specific song.
Alright, that was Soft Air in parentheses. Let's have Cole start.
Cool little thing he did. I'm not entirely sure what I would call that.
I have no clue.
It was cool. He got a little weird with it. Got a little wacky. I enjoyed it. I'll throw it a 7.
7. Alright. It's really not much of a song, but I guess if you're gonna call it or rate it as a song, it's cool. Nice distortion, very loud. I would never listen to it again, so I'll give it a 6. Noah.
I too am a fan of some instrumental fuckery, and in this instance, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm throwing that an 8. That was enjoyable to me.
My God. And Hugo with the 8.5 on the interlude as
Yeah.
well. Okay, damn.
It's just noise.
All right, empty paper towel roll. What a title of a song.
I'm looking at a
melody.
corner of the sky through a cardboard tube. I'm impressed, seems huge.
They've never said that about me.
My idea of bottomlessness. To the smallest flag
This is an instrumental.
night sky.
He's so sad.
Towel roll without even trying. I diminish infinity. Knowing that wide winds find me.
Yep.
Place I'll never know. I'm human and you're very little. And narrow my eyes. With my life so far and all its conditions. A squint at the sky.
I have a hell of a comparison right now.
You a big fan of those raw drums, Cole?
Always.
Yeah, thought so.
Beyond my little life. I sit and breathe slow at the end of the night. And finally the sun cracks over the hill. A brief glimpse through wide open air.
Okay. All right, that was empty paper towel roll. It's a very weird album. Very weird. I'm gonna start this one. I haven't started in a while. There were glimpses in the song I liked. I liked that guitar. Didn't like the drums. They seemed very basic, honestly. Not not a huge fan. But my comparison that I had, Weezer, Hugo. Exactly what I was thinking. Weezer is the comparison that came to my mind. Exact thing. I don't know how the hell we thought of the same thing, but there we go. Sounded exactly like a Weezer song. Not sure what album, but exactly like a Weezer song. That's not exactly a compliment from me, but I'll give it a
you're
6.5.
Okay.
Cole.
Uh,
Or Noah.
I want to go after that. I don't really get the Weezer thing there, except for power chords and kind of raw. So like Pinkerton, I guess.
Not sure.
Besides that, I guess if that was the comparison, that's why I like it. It's banging. The drums are awesome. The fills are good. Guitar, he never does anything technically difficult, but he plays unique things regardless. So he's very interesting to listen to, and I'm a fan. 9.
Wow. Okay. Cole.
The most devastating thing about this is that this is only 1minute and 29 seconds.
Oh my
Right,
god. The
right.
amount of
This should
times
be-
you fuckers have
this should
said
be-
this.
This should be like 5 minutes. This is gorgeous. I mean, melody writing just doesn't get better than that. Vocal melody writing? Are you kidding me? That was amazing vocal melody.
Careful
Holy
with that
shit.
comparison there, Cole.
Oh my lord, that was beautiful. I don't know why this is only 1.5 minutes. It's devastating to me. At least a 9.
Fucking hell, you two. Slob on his knob more. Alright.
That could be like, if that was like 5 minutes and he just kept it that quality, that would probably be a 10, honestly.
Wow. Alright, Wind and
Yeah.
Fog.
Wind and fog,
This is like if
one blowing one away.
this album so far is like if
Have to crown the hill of our home.
Fleet Foxes and
I hold you.
And Small Sun.
actually Alex does sound a little like this. Fleet Fox, what the hell is happening again? Fleet Foxes teamed up
Where's
with
your song like this, Alex?
Fleet Foxes and Godspeed made a song.
Yeah, where's
together.
the noise rock in your songs, Alex?
Yeah.
This
You took Fleet Foxes and Godspeed and
yeah, nothing like
smushed
this.
them together. This is what this album so far has been.
Nothing like this at
But
all.
so much worse on every scale.
This kind of sounds like
It
the
would sound
microphones.
Absolutely nothing like this. You know how big of a sound Fleet Foxes and Godspeed put together would be?
How are you not
This doesn't
understanding these
sound
comparisons? That's exact. The start of this is the song was exactly what Fleet Foxes sound like.
The Fleet Foxes is not a terrible thing to say that this sounds somewhat like, but it's not. I don't
Okay,
get
did
the
we really
Godspeed.
need that high pitched squeaking at the
Yeah.
end?
Yes, we did.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what that song. Wind and Fog. Wing and Fog. No, Wind and Fog. Noah, you're up.
Banger. Banger. Love me some pure noise and energy. And it doesn't stay around too long. That's an 8. That's fun.
Cole.
Also feeling an 8.
Yeah.
God.
Really good.
I mean, we're getting into the part of the genres of music that I just hate. So, yeah, it's never gonna be a high score. 4. It just noise is not music to me. That was just noise. That's all I heard the entire time.
That's what all music is.
Yeah, well, this one is not music. This is noise. Wind and Fog Part 2.
That's still what.
I don't understand why these songs are so
It's
short.
noise.
It's actually hurting them a lot. 8. He kind of reminds me of a singer in a car seat headrest sometimes.
Oh. Something Toledo.
It is unfortunate how short some of these songs are.
Alex said he's gonna buy a
Yes, I did.
distortion pedal just for you, Noah.
Thank you.
7.5 from you, okay.
Gonna get a big old boss pedal, perchance.
You fuckers, and I'm sure there will be people in the comments saying I'm just basic and don't know shit, but you can call me basic all you want. It's what it's not the actual melody writing. It's the sound of it. The actual sound of the song sounds bad.
Got it.
It's so cool.
I can't wait for the song Veda Waits to come in. It's gonna be so funny.
Like, this is fine. This is Radiohead-esque right here. There's nothing wrong with this.
You just hear something like moody, melancholic, and that's Radiohead right there.
No. There's Radiohead songs that sound like this. Not now, because now he's talking. And he sounds nothing like Tom York at all, but...
I don't know if they've ever looped something like this.
There is nothing wrong
I
with
mean,
this
this
at all
could be
right here.
something on like Amnesiac. I
This
guess.
is pretty fucking cool so far. Wish he was singing a bit more, but... We marry the wind. I get that reference. That's pretty good. That was a pretty good bar. Ooh. Oh.
The shirt's off again.
For this?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
great.
It's not like he's going ballistic on this.
The shirt going off just means we got a banger.
Blend of motion picture soundtrack and spinning plates. I haven't heard spinning plates in a long time, but motion picture soundtrack, absolutely.
I get the motion picture soundtrack comparison.
I cup the candle and you can stay in my arms. Okay.
What a cutie.
Alright, I'll be honest. First song I've actually liked off this album. So I'm gonna start. That was great. That is the first time I can honestly say on this album I was thoroughly impressed by any music piece so far. I mean, I like that start to finish. Very raw. Extremely raw. And I love the acoustic guitar strings just like plucking as he went through them. That was sick. You could hear like every single string pluck. It was really cool. The lyrics were great. Thought they were very interesting to read. As I was reading him on the screen, I was like, as he was singing, I was trying to figure out the metaphors he was creating. But it wasn't really a metaphor. It was just straight up like he was just saying things. It was cool and it made sense. I know we're not supposed to make these too long, but that was the first one I've like. I'm giving that a 9. Cool.
Yeah, super unique. I mean, this is kind of a staple of him, which is like, who else writes songs like this in this genre? Fucking nobody. I don't even know who you would say, but all right. Yeah, super cool, super unique. 8.5 to a 9.
All right, Noah. Are we getting the trifecta, or are you going higher?
I'm going more in the cool direction here. Yeah, the shirt was off for this one. This was a good song. This is a banger. I like the loop synth or keyboard, whatever that was. Yeah, guitar was purdy. Key was purdy. Lyrics were good. 8.5.
Oh, you just said 8.5, so we wouldn't have the three-peat.
No, I had that written down for
Written
a
in?
bit now.
All right, fair enough. On to Blurred World. Yeah, I'm down with this one. 8.5, 9. Well, we all finally found an agreement, essentially.
Because the turning of planets won't stop. My eyes have gone blurrier. I'm getting older still. Prescription worsening.
Me too.
And there are shades.
Feels bad, man.
Sundown half-light. The wind is moving things.
I love when he does guitar like that. Only playing with one hand.
Outside to piss into the night.
Bro, same. I do that all the time.
Okay. Thank you
Yep.
for that info.
Shout out to, what the fuck is this guy's name again?
Shout out to your patio.
Phil Elverum. The patio doesn't take it, the grass takes it.
Shout out to your patio for being so close.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Happily here in the dusk, myself just as blurry.
This is a weird guy. This is a weird guy. Alright, that was Blurred World. His song titles kind of meet the description of the music, the lyrics he's writing in, so it's kind of cool. Start with Colt.
Another hood classic, right? Just another banger in the track list. Super cool melody, super cool instrumental, great lyrics. You know, just the works. Like an 8 to an 8.5 on this one.
Wow, 8.5. Noah.
Big fan of something Phil does on this that not enough people do. He'll have his effects like really fucking loud on his guitar. So he'll have the tone knob all the way down and he'll just play notes with one hand sliding across the fretboard, not even picking notes. But it's so loud that it just keeps making noise without the picking sound. Fits the vibe perfectly, and I wish more people did that. It's really cool of you, Phil. I'm feeling a 8.
Teetering on the previous song, but not reaching near the same height. Had moments that I enjoyed. Lyrics are kind of meh on this one. Wasn't really feeling it lyrically. Kind of seemed a little, didn't seem lazy. It just never really hit me lyrically very well. 7. I Heard Whales, I think, in parentheses. That's a cool title right there.
A few of these are full titles.
Yeah, I know. Noticed that. Love how we have a term for things that are just the weirdest shit you'll ever see. And it's just, oh, that's a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You heard Arrow playing over the sea.
that was an awesome usage of backup vocals. Wow. Doesn't sound like rain.
It's like you turn on one of those little
It's rain.
machines, noise machines to go to sleep to.
Yeah, this is
White
just
noise
this
machine.
is just rain.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he just recorded rain. I hear raindrops hitting something.
That makes sense. He lives in a rather rainy area.
Yeah. Cole would definitely paint a wall if he listened to MCR.
Oh, you kill yourself.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, I did listen to the Black Parade, and I didn't think about it, so because fuck, I hate that album.
Okay, they're not that bad.
Fuck, I hate
They're not that bad.
album.
So much worse.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard that album. I've only heard a different one, but they're not that bad.
Cole, did you consider sticking your hand in a blender?
Oh, I thought I would do almost anything to not have to hear this, but I forced myself to. It's so bad. It's
Yo,
so
how long is rain filter gonna go on for here, bro?
They can keep going. I like this shit.
See, this is that shit that Godspeed and bands like Godspeed do. Just random weather noises that would fucking sheep or sounds of the street or random. What are they? What'd you call them, Cole? Radio interludes or something? Oh god, what the fuck is the term?
Field recordings?
Yes,
Shut
field
up,
recording.
Noah.
Thank you, Noah. That's
I wasn't
exactly
looking
what
at my.
talking
I was
about.
looking at you, dip fuck. I was on my phone.
struggling.
The fucking field recording stuff that Godspeed and bands like Godspeed do. And it's fine if it's not super long. Godspeed tends to make it pretty long, though.
Deep watching, doing their singing.
Field recordings.
Yes.
Ancient shipwreck.
Not a fan.
Why?
I like them if they're short, like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It's when they get to 5 minutes that I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
I was fucking with that. Just some calm rain.
Sure, that wasn't too bad. It was only like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Something with no explanation. Heard or not heard, inside of everything. There is music no one hears unless they quiet all the way down. And lean way out over the edge.
I want to go first. I found myself a little opinionated on that song right there. I heard Whales, I think.
Thanks.
I really enjoyed the first half before the intro, the rain. Rain was cool for about 30 seconds and then got old, which for me, field recording type of stuff tends to get, I know that's not field recording, but that type of stuff tends to get old pretty quick. Second half, not as great. I would have given this like an 8.5 up until the middle and second half. So I'm gonna give it like a 7. Noah.
I think that's a field recording because isn't a field recording whenever you just go out and record something like organic?
I mean that was definitely recorded. There's no doubt about that.
All right.
I don't know if he
Field
bought it or
recordings, guy doesn't
something,
know.
but
No, he definitely did that himself. He's a cool fella.
probably.
Yeah, this is a banger. I'm a fan. Has a nice little vibe to it. Dreary, one might say.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8.5. I'm a fan.
Cole.
I like rain.
I like rain too.
Feeling an 8.
All right. I don't know, man. The preacher on static was going off. Okay. That was one of the prime examples of bad field recordings.
Lyrical
That is
miracle.
brilliant. Every second of that album is brilliant.
Oh, we are halfway through. But the second half is far longer than the first.
Oh, yeah. It's a big old 12-minute song.
And I hear their voices talking about what the rest of us don't know. I'm a fool on the ground below them, on my phone threshold between the dust and the alive. So when a raven starts a conversation, I just stand there and blank out.
Pretty sure it's a reference to his previous album.
But I'm wrong. There is another world inside this one. It shines. These birds trying for my attention.
Sorry about that.
And my wordless reply.
I thought that was going to be a lot longer. All right. I saw another bird. Start with coal. I haven't started coal in a while. Let's start with coal.
Super pretty. Great lyrics. You know, quintessential Mount Eerie / the microphones banger right here. 8.5.
High praise. High praise. I really like the melody. I agree it was very pretty. Certain parts of how he ended lines I didn't like though. Just flatline them. But just going from the singing and the melody to just speaking, I don't like that. It just bothers me. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, 6.5. Noah.
This is some classic Mount Eerie microphone shit. Just gonna rinse and repeat what Cole said.
Okay.
8.
8.
He does something freaky on this next song. Something
I
funny.
spoke with a fish. Did it speak back?
He does something so funny.
I swear he's trying to talk to me.
Also, paint a wall was a reference to the guy who came in chat and said MCR made him paint a wall. Or made him want to paint a wall. I remember that.
Totally get it.
That one was not as interesting, 7.7F. Fair
And
enough.
he meant like just paint a wall.
Yeah, he really did just mean paint a wall.
That's awesome.
The fish said no.
Swear he's trying to talk to me, koi koi.
There it is.
What is this?
I said okay.
Okay, really?
Oh. Getting turned up at the club to some Mount Eerie.
If they played this at a club, the entire dance floor would sit just standing there, confused, fuckless.
But that beat came in.
I have no idea, Hugo. I don't know what the fuck we're doing either.
MC Phil.
DJ Elverum.
My boy.
Oh wow.
Recorded music is a statue of a waterfall.
What the fuck does that mean?
Flashing glint on the marble where
I feel like that's pretty easy to know what that meant. Recorded music is like a waterfall, a statue of a waterfall. It's kind of like saying it's like a catching an exact moment in time, like a statue of a waterfall. You know?
No.
Bars.
I mean, I get what he's referencing. I don't get how it works.
I don't care. That's a bar, Phil.
We're a taxidermy.
I like how you move through the water as one flowing muscle. The fish said,
I dig your style too, man.
Okay, bro.
I love that.
Okay, bro. I dig
So
your style
cool.
too, man. I had, what is it? I spoke with
Just
a
said, I took my shirt off in the yard.
Sure it did. All right, Noah, you seem to enjoy that quite a lot. You're up.
The fish said
That-
my blood flows harshly.
That clip at the end sounded like something that'd be in our soundboard.
Yeah, or it sounds like something off of The Big Lebowski. I dig your style too,
Probably
man.
is. But yeah, this song is really cool, really interesting. A lot of cool choices. A little trap beat coming in. That was a little shocking the first
A
time I
lot
heard
of
it.
things going on in that song.
But besides that, I really enjoy it. I like the lyrics. I think there's some really good melodies going on. And I'm a big fan of how he ended it.
I dig your style too, man.
That was awesome.
That's very
8.
8. Cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling an 8 as well.
Super unique song. A lot of interesting things happened in it. No one named most of them. A very odd song, there's no doubt. You know what? I don't usually do this, but I'll give it for his creativity in this song. I will join the brethren with an 8 as well. Not one I would listen to, but super creative, uber creative. So I'll join in. What the fuck is this? Non-metaphorical decolonization. Oh no, we skipped one. Myths come true. My fault. Okay. Oh, this
Bull's
got a
gonna
lot of
blow.
lyrics.
This sounds like something you'd like. Listen to that loop disintegrating.
I was gonna say, I thought this sounds like Aphex Twin, but yours is better.
It doesn't sound like the disintegration loops. It just sounds like something looping over and over again,
Most
getting
of it
more
was,
and more distorted.
Yeah, 8. Most of it was great. It's just the weirdest, like, it's like giving me anxiety that the beat won't fully come in because, like, I think it's like fucking my audio fucking up.
returning home, Odysseus rides the ferry at night.
Okay.
I finally returned.
I'm not gonna make it through this song.
It's been weather again, and there's debris on the mud beneath tires clawed down by the sky.
You're not a. Fucking.
Something I don't recognize through the dark trunks. I go out into it to look. Technology, metal, an abandoned FedEx truck stuck in the mud where the stream overflows the ditch in storms like this. An empty
Oh.
woman
Alright, Hugo, there's a bass in the back. I didn't even hear that.
in the rain. I walk back to the house with no headlamp. Just gravel and my animal brain. Here it is again,
Oh boy.
returning to the warm house from the wet night. I left one round light on in the top room, insistent blood symbols recur throughout my life. A glow mythology. A cyclops walks across the sky. One window glowing in the forest. Is there a song on the wind? I must have made myself this weekend. I must have known it would be like this.
He went off on the glow part 2. Welcome, Isuru.
Yes, he did, Isuru.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't no airplane, but
It's
yeah.
so much better.
He has an airplane picture. He's gonna agree with me.
I'm sure he will, but
Yeah.
I'm still right.
No.
Okay.
No.
That was a miss come true. Let me get my opinion out of the way so you guys can blow it all to smithereens. I hate spoken word. I hate spoken word with an instrumental. This instrumental gave me extreme anxiety. There was one cool part where the break came in and he actually did he actually started singing a tiny bit. Outside of that, it was bad. 3. All right. Cool.
8.
Noah.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's a bit of a banger. I enjoy the spoken word parts. I could be a spoken word enjoyer if the things surrounding it are entertaining enough, which they were. Second half was really cool too. 7.5.
7.5. Noah is correct, but both great. Non-metaphorical decolonization. Noah, did you like the Brat remix album? Bro, oh my God, there's a remix.
I thought the original was better, personally. But they're both good.
I do. I like the remix better.
That's almost the exact same chord progression at the start of during Saucerful Secrets.
You know what I just thought
those
of?
2 chords.
Oh boy.
But it has nothing to do with this album. And we can talk about it off the stream anyway. It'd be kind of a cool idea, though, to have a little 1 or 2 word description next to our names on these videos to say, like, what genre we care about the most, what we're looking, what we come from, essentially. It might be interesting. I don't know. Or just, not even a description.
What do I come
like
from?
4.
Michael's ball sack.
Okay.
That guy.
I know there's a song, An Airplane, I put next to the Glow Part 2, the song, maybe the title track.
Such a lame opinion. We can we all know what you're saying, pal.
Sorry, I'm trying to have a conversation with Hugo here, sir.
Then go type, pal.
Hugo's my guy. He's got my back. We'll get around to him at some point, Isuru. Not sure when, but we'll get there.
They're sub goals.
Oh, Airplane Glow, yeah, they are.
They're
They're like
sub goals.
back-to-back goals. So, start sub-botting.
Yeah.
Start cheating.
So I would say tell your friends, but I'm assuming most of the people here probably
No,
don't
that's
have a
me.
huge group of friends,
Me too.
which wouldn't be any different than us.
Gross right there.
I'm just kidding, fellas. Noah had the most base Pink Floyd takes, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Noah
course I
likes Alan psychedelic replicas. It doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah, you don't get to have Pink Floyd opinions.
Sure, I don't get to exist apparently.
Yeah, basically. That's my band, pal. Just like I wouldn't clap in a
Friends,
Cole
what's that?
Zeppelin opinion, unless it's a really shitty opinion. I can feel the glow.
Did the moon just stare back at you?
It did. And this time, it stared back with a better production style.
Wish You Were Here is #1 of all time, best band ever.
Best band of all time, yes. Wish You Were Here, maybe #1. It's cold. No, it's
What?
too close to be putting up fingers. Okay.
Nice.
All right, non-metaphorical
That's number 2.
I don't know.
decolonization. I had to spell that one out. That's a long word. Cole.
We just got like a string of 8 out of 10 songs right here. I mean, this one, I could see myself giving this one 8.5, but I think I'll rock with an 8 for this one. Just great song, really good song.
Cool instrumental. Boring ass lyrics. 6.5. Noah.
I'm on the Cole train here. The John Cole train. It's a string of 8s. 8.
Fair enough.
Put it that way.
November Rain. Oh my goodness.
It's probably the best song with this title. It's not hard to beat though.
I can see the lights of the unoccupied second homes that they keep lit up for no reason, reflecting on the barely moving water.
Oh yeah, that would happen if we did a Pink Floyd reaction. Like a bunch of old people.
Not until you do a
yelling at
Pink
us.
all the videos. Guys.
It happens.
We
this
haven't
week,
done
we
a
did
Pink
the
Floyd
Beatles.
reaction in a while. The last one we did was Dark Side, I think.
Animals.
Oh, that's right. We did Animals. That's right.
We didn't
Yeah,
get
the
much yelling
Beatles one
there.
we got torched at by the Beatles fan holders. And what was more surprising though was the Cure. The Cure fans came and attacked us.
Did they?
Oh yeah. No, a lot of them came and attacked us. Guns N' Roses cover.
They did such a good job covering it that they made it sound nothing like the original. So it's better.
The huge embrace, the pressing kiss of the specific November rain in the long darkness. That's okay, I'll drink all the rain while I trespass. They keep their outside light on though, I guess, to let everyone else know. Keep away this patch of night sky I also claim as mine. Don't they realize all our stolen wealth is built on screaming bones? Their lights that dot the hillside, I see blinking eyes.
All right, that was November Rain. Is there a list of sub goals to view? There is. If you go to our community posts section on our channel, you can see the most recent one we have updated. All right. Wow, that was a hell of a shot by Donovan Mitchell. Okay, November Rain. Let's go. I don't know why I typed view. It's rain. Stupid. Noah.
Banger. Bit of a banger. Yeah, great progressions, great melodies. Some good noise in there too. 8.5.
8.5. Colt.
Yeah, I'd probably also throw this one at 8.5. Just this album is just banger central. Indie rock and indie folk are banger central.
I mean, the instrumental's pretty cool. I just don't like how he sings. That's been a common theme throughout this album. Just not a fan of it. It just seems lazy to me. I don't know. It's like spoken word, but like with the slightest effort ever to just barely 10% past spoken word and make it sound like he's singing and trying. And I don't fuck with that. I don't know. It's the way he sounds that makes it sound like that. But I know he's actually trying. It's just annoying to hear it sound like that. So 6. All right. Co-owner of trees. 7.5, 8. Well, Hugo, you and Noah and Collier have all been on the same page throughout this whole album entirely.
Very cool.
This melody clears. Oh, I thought the song was over. No. We have 4 minutes of instrumental coming up, boys.
Oh yeah. I took my shirt off.
Why
that.
would you sing that?
So I find the way he sings it kind of funny.
Please do that. I don't think anyone wants to see that ice zero. I'm not gonna lie.
We all want to see it. We all want it. You want it.
This is a very long instrumental.
The name of the song seems like a status Cole would have.
Co-owner of trees. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of song titles on here that sound like statuses Cole would have. Like Stone Woman gives birth to a child at night.
He's gonna do it now. Look at him.
Non-metaphorical decolonization. That's totally something. I spoke with a fish. All this.
Look at the
I
cone
know, look
or
at him
trees
fucking
over there.
dying over here because he knows.
Chuckling.
He knows. He would
Oh,
totally.
it's so funny.
He would totally set his Discord status as half the
So
titles of
hard.
this album. Especially the dumbest title, Soft Air in parentheses.
like-
Non-metaphorical.
I was looking at that one. That reminds me of the Legume based one.
Oh, Legume.
Lagoon-based racial
Sorry,
harmony.
that.
That's it. But maybe the dumbest status you ever had.
Maybe my favorite. Anyone in the chat understand legume-based racial harmony?
No.
You are
No.
so awesome if you do.
Most people aren't that autistic, Cole. Well, fuck, the Celtics won. This feels like an entirely different song than where we started.
This is a little post-rocky right here.
Nothing beats the funny songs on Uma Guma, though. Is that a Beefheart album? Legume-based racial
What,
harmony.
legume-based
Yeah,
racial harmony?
that's-
I
sure it
totally,
is.
I totally get why you would think that it is. No, it's not. It's not a music reference.
Don't give it away. Let's see. See if they can.
You, no, neither of y'all. I don't
Oh,
think
I know.
anybody here.
I don't.
I don't even begin to try to understand your diabolical mind.
I can understand it
All
in
right.
5 seconds.
Cole, you're up. Co-owner of
Um,
Trees.
Absolute slapper. Great song. Probably feeling
I'm sorry.
at least a 9.
There was no slapping of anything on this song. Let's get that straight. It was a
That song
good.
was
It was
awesome.
you can call it a good song, but to say that shit slapped is just fucking disgusting. Noah.
Great song.
That's fun, loud, enjoyable. Certainly makes me want to be a co-owner of Trees. I'll throw that a 7.5.
I'm conflicted with this song because I hated the first half and liked the second, so I will give this a very solid 6.5. The instrumental at the end was far better than the beginning part of this, in the first 2.5 minutes or so. Alright, Myth Comes True Part 2. Jesus, did he make a long album. Angelic to the Core is going to be a trip, man.
Right? We gotta do it.
I gotta look this up.
It's so bad.
Oh, the Corey Feldman album.
Yeah. He went on a tour recently, and for some reason, like, he got really big on TikTok because the shows are so bad. So I've heard a lot of the album. Sounds like we'll have a really good time with it.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that.
It's so good.
Well, there we go. Back to 1 minute long songs again. Miss Come True Part 2. I didn't know there was a Miss. Oh, there is a Miss Come True Part 1. Look at that. Not one of those random people who adds Part 2 to a song title that doesn't have a Part 1. I've seen that before. All right, let's go with Noah.
Yeah, it was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5. It happened.
That was the most uninteresting piece of musical work on this album, except one other song. I forgot the song was playing. I'll give this a 3. I was very bored. I mean, it's hard to even be bored on a minute long song, and yet I completely don't even remember what it sounded like. Cool.
Yes, I suppose that was the weakest one. As of yet, I don't really remember what the ending of this album sounds like super well, but yeah, I don't definitely the weakest one so far. I give it like a 6.5.
You're just riding my
Jesus
coattails,
Christ.
buddy.
Writing poems. What is that song called again? Several furry animals gather in a cave and start grooving on a
Several
pig.
species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pig.
Thanks, Cole.
Wow. That should have been on animals.
Oh, I agree.
I don't know about that.
If you want to ruin a great album, go ahead.
Put it at the end of the album. They all come together and have a little party.
I write ideas down in pencil. I barely press the page. For every bone in the museum, a million more flown
What the? Wait, hold on. Did we skip a song? Oh, we totally skipped a song. But we'll keep going with this anyway, since we're already halfway through it. My fault.
That's all I keep trying to say. That the sun burning there will burn away. Infinite space. But a poem only barely says the thing halfway. Making poems is dripping. No, it's
American Football's self-titled album is amazing.
I haven't heard it.
I have no idea what that is, brother.
Another day. And there's a procession of new sounds always passing through. Metal garbage trucks here, hammers upstairs, dove coo. And if masterpiece.
This shit sounds like it was recorded at like a jazz club. And the guy was just sitting on a pedestal at a microphone with a guitar.
Only barely says a thing halfway.
He got a soapbox so he could shout it.
Alright, so it's out of order, but that was writing poems. My fault. Let's, I'll start. It was kind of cool. I liked parts of it. I mainly liked when the majority of the instrumental went away, actually, for the first time, and it was just him and that. I know, is that an electric slide guitar, I assume?
No.
Okay, well, whatever fucking guitar it was. I actually liked that when that went away, and it was just him and that. That was the best part of the song. Still a little boring, but I'll take it. 6. Colt.
I'm feeling a 7.5 on that one.
Noah.
Yeah, that was a fun little tune, man. I like when he randomly puts in these bursts of energy. I'll throw that an 8.
8. My God. All right, backing up real quick to And Sun. Well, this is entirely different than what we've heard so far. They have self-titled albums. I'm assuming you mean the first one. First 3.
I see everything that has come before me, collapsing on itself in fallen history, like Nirvana, never mind. On my nieces' shirt, it's all decontextualized and inane. Warning off inconsistent ground. I have my footing, then I fly off again. I float in warm irrelevance.
Now that is a bar.
Standing nothing of what came before.
Holy fuck, that's such a bar.
Right But I hear you walking. I hear people speaking.
Oh. I'm gonna have an interesting opinion on this one. I wanna go first. Oof. God damn, that was a squeaky electric guitar there at the end. Alright, that was And Sun. That fucking rocked. I loved that so much. I love the lyrics. I love the guitar. I love the melody. The guitar tone was crazy. I like the ending as well. That, so far to me, best song in the album, 9.5. Cole. Sorry, Hugo.
Throw it a 7.5 to an 8.
Noah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Damn
Banging
straight.
around. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I'm feeling that an 8.5.
Okay, there we go. We can agree on a little bit here. All right, The Gleam Part 3. I'll be honest, I'm tired as fucking can't remember any names of the songs. Yeah, I mean, this is a super long album that it's hard, especially when he keeps, like, some of these songs are so short. Some are quite longer.
Figured out with me wherever I go. Mind like a moth-eaten blanket, the wind whistling through the holes. I wrap up in its wool every day. I walk, I drive, I say hi to the faces of the other parents. I will forget who they are, but for now I know.
Illinois by Sufjan Stevens.
Sufjan Stevens. Great album.
You guys know a lot of weird shit.
The back of my head, death caress. I look across the gulf. I have seen the billowy black. These hereditary perforated minds dream off and then they don't come back. I'll climb through this torn gold mine, hole in my knowing to grandmother's house.
Okay. Alright, that was The Gleam Part 3. I want to start one more time because I'm getting... this whole album has had the same type of feel. This is more like this guy put instrumentals behind a poem rather than singing on top of an instrumental. Because that's what the whole album has felt like this entire time. And I fucking hate it. I'm just not a fan of this style of writing music. I can't stand it, and it actually irritates me. It's 4. Cole.
Great song. Great ending to the Gleam trilogy. I mean,
Right?
it is over.
How
It's,
many? Wait, how many years was it between 2 and 3? Give a rough estimate.
Actually, I can give an exact estimate
Thank you.
because the Gleam Part 2 came out on 9/11.
That'd be 13 years.
So
Or 23
it would be
years.
23 years.
I can do math.
Look at him
Little over-
go.
A little over 23 years.
Wow.
In between 2 and 3. Yeah, really good follow up to the Gleam Part 2. I don't really remember the Gleam, but whatever. Yeah, really good song. Feeling an 8, good 8.5.
Oof. Noah.
Yeah, I was really fucking with that instrumental. That was really good. And I like when people just kind of talk over stuff, tell a story. It's enjoyable. That's an 8.5. It's a bit of a bopper.
See, we have completely differing opinions on that. All
I
right.
mean, I don't hear him talking at all. I just hear him singing.
Well, you're
subtly.
in the minority on that. Stone woman
Spoken word.
gives birth to a child at night. I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. The guitar is almost the exact same. Outro to Free. don't know what you're referring to, Hugo, but I'm sure they do.
Backpack, I dig out my keys, and here I am back in America. It was only one night in a tent, alone on a peak, so quiet I might have actually been nowhere. I never meant to pretend there's another world apart from this one we're in. But I was briefly adrift in a night sky before being re-immersed in this endless etc. Now I remember the news and the names and who I am and where on the map I went.
Is he singing right now?
I could see the
I
like
have
10%.
not. I literally. Y'all
He's
might not like
singing
this.
just
I
enough
was
to
asking
not
him.
call it spoken word. Just enough. I mean,
I've
just
literally
enough.
never heard 1 second of the microphones or Mount Eerie where I thought he wasn't singing, and I thought it was straight up
They
spoken
literally
word.
did that in an album.
Kanye's
a song.
gonna sample this.
Kanye's the guitar off KSG. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I was not following. All right, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, 'cause
Kind of
he
is,
was-
kind of.
from the end of world smoke filled forest fire skies.
Too much melody in his voice for it to be spoken word.
That's
Spoken word is like
he is doing just enough. And I because the melody the melody he's singing with does not, it's not even close to the instrumental. They're not even on the same wavelength. And that's what is killing it for me.
the instrumental sometimes is like, I don't know, it's a bit abstract. It'd be hard to sing along to it.
But he's not really trying to sing at all. It's just not.
He is singing. Spoken word is on like
Oh my
Spiderland
God.
by Slint.
Bro.
Poopy Land.
He's doing just enough that it doesn't sound like he's singing, but this is all he's really doing. Like, that doesn't count for me.
That counts for me.
He's
It's
singing.
just
though.
so
He's not
fucking
talking.
lazy.
I don't consider any part of his vocals to be lazy. They're just
You'll-
very.
I didn't say the
soft.
lyrics are lazy, I said
You
the
consider
vocals
this
are.
lazy?
I didn't say you said the lyrics. I didn't even say the word lyrics. I said I don't think his singing is lazy at all. I think it's just really subtle and soft.
You'll consider this lazy, but then you'll hear humming at the end of Runaway and be like, oh, that's so good.
First of all, no. One
You're
second,
gonna
I
love
need to
that part.
At night. What the fuck is the name? It gives birth to a child. Sorry, I had to write a fucking essay for a song title. And no, I do not love the extreme length of Runaway's humming. That being said, I do think it is better than what he's doing.
Oh,
100%. All right, I'll start again. This is just, I've been complaining about it this whole album, but it is just barely past spoken word music. It's a poem that he probably recorded himself and then added an instrumental behind it. And maybe that didn't happen, but it sounds like it happened. And I don't like how it sounds. It just doesn't, I don't even know the proper word. It just doesn't mix well. I guess, I mean, that's mixing, but that's not a mixing problem. There's nothing mixing wrong with it. It just doesn't flow together. There is no connection between the instrumental and how he sings on almost this whole album. And maybe it's just because he sings a really odd way that I don't like, but it's just the way it is. Again, I'm not gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't like that. Cool.
Really, really good.
Oh, God.
Just nailing it, man. He's just killing it.
He did do spoken word
Very-
on one track earlier. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what track that was, but all right. I'm feeling a 7.5 to an 8.
Noah.
oh man. I'm not crazy about this one, but it's still pretty good. I'm not crazy about it. I feel like it could have been shorter. 7 and no, just 7.
That's fucking hilarious. Because Hugo, before the song, had said he needs the short links of these songs are not warranted. 6.5 to 7. And then you go and say, I feel like it could be shorter. All right, on to the fucking marathon we have. 12-minute long song, Demolition.
All right, I was gonna sit back in my chair, real low, and kind of let this one happen.
Oh no.
You're gonna hate this song.
Yeah, it was the word. Just exactly what I was thinking. Which is not what I want to be thinking.
This sounds like the intro to the album called Mount Eerie.
Okay. Well, I've never heard that, but what I was gonna say is this sounds extremely early Pink Floyd.
Vastly more well produced, but okay.
Not Echoes, no. Way earlier than that. I mean, like, one of their first two albums, like, some of the intros on their first two albums were just, like, random, long, extenuating, odd noises.
That did have some Echoes, whale noises vibes to it. I'll give you that, Hugo.
Alright, fair enough. Okay. I know you people are in love with raw, but there is such a thing as too raw. If I can hear you slapping the desk that you're doing, or kicking something in the background,
It's the intentional.
I know it's intentional. I don't want to be intentional. Or I don't want, like, that pissed me off. Just hearing a little smack.
Hearing a click.
A little tap. You can't hear it because I have noise suppression on, but the stream could hear it. A little tap on the desk. A little clap or whatever. It just,
You don't like experimental music. I don't
it's
know
just
what to tell you.
frustrating to hear.
It's frustrating to hear a clicking sound once.
But if it was once, it would be different. It's repeated though. Metal is such a good album.
I didn't even notice it really.
You don't even notice spoken words, so I don't know what to tell you.
Because he's not doing spoken
Well,
word.
everyone agreed that he did a spoken word song at least once, and you didn't even hear it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I know what spoken word sounds like because I don't like spoken word.
In the still deep
This right here, this is spoken word.
in that moment.
Oh, it's not because he's singing.
What the fuck? Are you delusional?
To the ground of this beginning day.
This is spoken word, Cole.
He was doing a little at the end there.
The floor by the bed is
Okay, now
warm.
he's doing it.
From my feet to planks to plywood.
Cole, you're a poet
to
with
some
no instrumental, just reading off a paper and be like, there's a little melody to it. I can't lie, it's not really spoken word if you think about it.
It's a melody to it. It's not a spoken word. He's put a melody
Cole
to
hears
it.
words that rhyme and say, it's got a little kick to it.
I have so
Okay.
many hopes. Behind me is turbulence.
Yes, I said this was spoken word. I understand. This part is spoken word. He hadn't done this yet on the album.
So not sure he did this earlier.
Archive
No, he didn't.
smoldering old wounds
I don't remember the song it was, but
again.
it was definitely on there.
I wake back up. Is there a song on the wind? Recurring questions nudge me along.
I fail to see how this isn't just a poem with an instrumental on it.
Musician, but that's
It
not
is. He does a lot of poetry stuff.
Yeah.
This is
that
slam poetry.
Enjoy.
birdsong.
I don't think you know what slam poetry is.
I sing my little
You're right, I
song
don't, but it sounded like it fit in here.
of nature and
Okay.
undenied.
Yes, he
That's what
did.
irritates
Hugo,
me.
I know.
That's what irritates me about you. You just say some shit. You're like, oh yeah, I don't actually know what that means, but I said it anyway. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa. First of all, you're wrong about the previous song on spoken word because he 100% did
The
it.
place where I live is beautiful and troubled.
But okay, fine. I'll take that on the slam poetry. I don't know exactly what it means, although I do think it does mean what I think it
Sloping
means.
hill
But I'll check.
curves around, and the river changes course. With decades of baggage, I moved a little bit away from the town of Anacortes.
You could call this slam poetry, I guess.
Its roar their reminder. There's wars.
Misusing your influence. I see what you wouldn't do. Okay. I heard you was conflicted.
I'd bite the inside of my cheek and sidestep mere despair at the gnashing human world, and go downstairs in the dark. The stream finds the low place and glitters. There is no other home but here and now. Here, on the paper-thin west edge of a colonized continent, enclosed and named and sold and resold in multi-generational deep ignorance. I used to dream that my roots were strong and deep. And I dug down.
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Another Glow Part 2 reference.
I was gonna sit here in silence.
Long way from someone else's home. The islands over the water and wonder if maybe someday my daughter's granddaughter will be older. Like I tried to. Only 10,000 years ago there were meadows here. A short 2-day walk to what's now mainland. Bison bones in the kelp. Here, on this thin rind of spanning time, I laugh at myself and this scrap of identity scraped from the thinnest soil of recent history. A few flashing decades of a hand-me-down homemade myth. A few more boxes of disintegrating poetry books from a barely cohesive mouse-eaten lineage of white hippie West Coast seekers on this edge, trying to get perspective on the fog of America. I shrug and laugh and count myself in. Yes. I kick and jump beyond this inheritance, this too shallow view.
Okay.
To the land, to land
Do you think Mr. Morales Kinney's worst album? Half the album I didn't really like, so it might be for me. Not his worst album, no. Definitely not. But not in his top 3.
One year, late spring, I went to a meditation retreat on a very quiet island
I
nearby.
get some shit if I
I arrived entangled in all these
What?
considerations. Why to make a song?
I don't think I have a very
How about the
popular.
underworld?
You have a very
Album ranking.
unpopular opinion of Kendrick. Well, no, sorry. You have a very popular opinion of Kendrick's top 2. You have a very unpopular opinion of his top 10
I
discography.
ignored an informative wound showing the way through. The way
Is there actually somebody who likes this right here?
left a deep hole.
I don't
I
dislike
like
it.
Water reflecting sky.
Kind of pretty,
This is nice. It's cool.
soothing.
I arrived, waited with all this,
Ah.
with my backpack on the beach. One
Okay.
eye squinted, murmuring.
I mean, I think he's a
"We are to be
brilliant
friends."
lyricist, so hearing him, do something like this is interesting to listen to.
Still, I stayed. My precious
Just for the lyrics
skepticism
alone.
left there in the sand, and I climbed the bluff into the woods and found it. Days passed in quiet demolition.
Said thing.
Gradually, I softened
Yes,
into
you
the
did.
insane meditation schedule.
Hugo wants to hear your Kendrick ranking.
Reflecting on
Might as well do it, Cole.
Worst to best or best to worst?
Worst to best. Let's hear it.
Worst to best.
This one's gonna bang.
Let me look at it, just so I don't forget
I
anything.
dreamed until a 3 a.m. demon with a headlamp and a wake-up bell stomped through and tore the veil. Middle of the night, my
Worst one I
shuffled through the Salao
is
in
like
the dark,
easily Damn. I think Damn is definitely his worst one.
of the one room
Then I would probably go Mr. Morale.
down.
Then I'd probably go probably Untitled Unmastered. Then Section 80. Then Good Kid, Mad City. Then T-Pab.
This is a little pretentious even for me. Yep, there it is. First no already, cool. That didn't take very long.
Sorry. It's just like easily his least interesting album. And also least amount of replay value.
Damn over Morale?
By far.
Agreed. Damn is better Morale.
I would way rather listen to Morale than Damn. So many of the instrumentals on Damn are so generic.
Single candle flame still.
Alright. It's time to do a little bit of roasting. This one deserves it. Sonically way better. Yeah, I mean,
Iron cracks, snaps.
this Cole's Kendrick ranking after the first two is there's the clear top two, and then everything below that he just loses complete mind.
The instrumentals on Damn are boring.
You're just wrong.
You're so
Alright, I ain't listened to 40 seconds of fucking air whispering through my ear. Time for I'm starting. I need to let 12 minutes of anger out real quick. I hated every single second of this. That was the most pretentious song, quote unquote, because it's not a song, I have ever heard in my entire life. I hated it. It was poetry without even being poetry. There aren't words to describe how much I dislike this. I can't go negative. We don't do negatives, but if we could, I would. That's a 0. Continue. Cole.
Really cool. Really cool lyrics. Interesting instrumental. Very peaceful. Yeah, I'd give that I'd probably give that an 8.
Insanity. Noah.
Yeah, that's pretty enjoyable. I fuck with it. I've enjoyed listening to it late at night. Good experience. 'Cause that's when I first heard
Holy
it.
fuck.
Yeah, that gets a 7.
The most pretentious piece of music I've ever heard in my entire life.
Disagreed.
On to the final song.
Spiderland.
I Need New Eyes. That's true, I haven't, but I don't know how much worse it could be than that.
I don't know why a song that doesn't do
I'm
anything
15 and this is deep.
offensive. I don't know why a song that doesn't do anything offensively is a 0. She's bored.
Because every single second of it I despised. From start to finish.
You're normal.
Sorry, I don't like hearing a guy with wind in the background speak poetry. I'm not a pretentious bastard.
That's not pretentious.
Spent decades,
Even fucking Hugo said this is pretentious.
nothing doesn't change.
Okay.
Slow tattooing a word in
Could have at least added an instrumental to it.
my face. I lived examples. I found words to say it yet another way. Death and birth and changing weather and romance blown away.
But Hugo, there really wasn't story time because it was just him saying, I do a lot of stuff. And it wasn't in a formatted story. There was no start, middle, or end. I'm not, by the way, I'm not yelling at you. I'm upset at having listened to 12 minutes of that. I should have calmed myself before I responded to that. It sounded like I was yelling. I didn't mean to sound like that. That's a cool guitar.
All this impermanence is just another thing my mind made. I was never here, and nothing goes away.
So this is a unique instrumental that I can actually get behind. I don't know why he just decided not to do anything for the last song. I was. It was painful. 12 minutes of that was very painful. I agree.
And the constant catastrophes found on the wall. Who isn't my neighbor on this flaming globe? Now I'm staring at a boulder, trying to tell myself this didn't arise. I need new eyes.
All right.
Heck of an album.
I need new eyes. Interesting song. Noah.
That was a really good song. Some really nice songwriting there, song structure. Very impressive individual. Nice little body work he just put together. I'll give that an 8.5.
8.5. Cole.
Yeah. Solid ending to a great album. Feeling an 8 on that song.
I like this song. It was a good song. I like the guitar a lot. The guitar was really powerful in this song, and it was clearly the focus of it. I actually really like that outro, the last like 10 seconds, how he took it away, and then it was just like a very vocal focus on the last outro. I'll give that a 7. Okay, we have officially finished that album. What was the title of this album again? Night Palace. It is final rankings time. We give our top 3 of the album, which is going to be difficult because there's 26 fucking songs. But hopefully we can figure out 3 of them. Top 3 of the album and our final thoughts and a ranking of the album. Noah, we've been starting with you pretty often on this. Let's start with you again.
That was a heck of an album. I like it more now than the first time I listened to it. Oh, if I was to rate it, I would go The Gleam Part 3,
Wow.
Empty Paper Towel Roll. Heck of a song name.
Oh my god,
And,
I forgot about this song.
And that Broom of Wind, baby. That Broom of Wind.
Room of Wind.
In total, I'm feeling an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. That was a really good album.
Wowzers. Okay. I guess my top 3 will be a little bit easier. I know I had a 9. There's one of the 9s. Okay. And I know I had a 9.5 somewhere. Where was my 9.5? And Son, that's right. Okay. Did I have anything? Okay, so I guess I'll do I Need New Eyes at 3. Oh no, I did do an 8. Sorry, I Spoke with a Fish at 3. Wind and Fog Part 2 at 2. And what was my 9.5? And Son at the best song on this album. Overall, look, I was never gonna like this album that much. There are certain songs on here that were quite good. Majority of this album, being that it is 26 songs long, I did not enjoy. It is not a genre I enjoy, and it is not by a vocalist that I particularly care for in the way he sings. I don't want to trash this too much, so I won't take up too much time. I will give it a oh my god, I'm dying. I will give it a 5.5. Cole.
Thoroughly enjoyed this album. Very, very good release from Mr. Phil Elverum. Top 3 on the album probably be, man, I'll probably go like Oh boy. Wind and Fog Part 2, Empty Paper Towel Roll, and I Walk.
Wow.
Probably be my top 3.
Empty Paper Towel Roll, both your second favorite song on this album. Okay.
Yeah, it feels about right. Overall, super unique, creative indie folk and noise rock and little experimental avant-garde stuff in there as well. Top it off. Super reminiscent of the Glow Part 2. Just one of my absolute favorite albums of all time. So pretty much destined to like this one too. And I do. This is a great album. One of my favorites of this year, easily. Feeling an 8.5 to a 9 on it.
Wow. High praise from these two on this album. Well, that was a very long album. That was a very long video. You guys probably, for those who stay tuned on YouTube for the whole thing, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys staying tuned and watching the whole video. I know this is probably not the most popular album that we've done this year. It might, for the smaller indie fans, this might be a pretty big album that came out, but for the I don't know if our sub base will be a huge fan of this. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But hope you guys did enjoy. We've been thinking about doing this album for a while now. We finally decided to get around to it. Night Palace by
Mount Eerie.
Mount Eerie, thank you. Also known as Phil Elverum. Is that right? Elverum. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below, hit subscribe, follow us on Twitter and follow us on TikTok. We post there and we post when we go live. So if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification to see when we go live. Let us know if you guys down below if you guys have any album reactions you would like us to do or any song reviews you want us to give. Check out some of our previous videos. We have a bunch of them, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. All right, boys in the chat, thank you guys for coming out. We really appreciate it. Huh?
Are we ending the stream?
I think so. I think we want to restart it with the new title. So yeah. By the way, we just wanted to say, or that was my favorite. Still wanted to go on longer 9. Great songs that get cut way too short. Kind of ended up hurting the pacing as well. I feel 7.5 overall, but might start slipping down the rankings. I just think there was too many songs on this album. I gotta be honest. Too many songs that were too short, and you probably could have trimmed a lot of the fat off of this album and it would have been a lot better, but maybe some people disagree. I don't know. But hey, just so the stream knows, we will be recording another album review tonight. We are coming back. Yes, we will be back live. We're gonna grab some food real quick, but we'll be back live hopefully within the next 30 minutes or so. We have one more album that we need to review tonight because we have I will be gone for a few days in the next coming days, so we are trying to get some albums out the next 2 days and get them reviewed and recorded. So stay tuned. We will be back very shortly with a shorter album to review.